So, mind you, and this is all hindsight now, he'd been plotting this, or at least just let's say he didn't plot it, but he'd been testing you and then he got you to this point. Do you feel at the moment that, like, what do you feel was going through his head? Like, oh, I've been waiting to do this, or this is just in the moment. This is just what it is, man. Like, do you go through? Because mind you, we're gonna get to it, but you were probably trying to get commission to do some harm back to this man. But do you feel like he was like, this man? I let. Do you feel guilt? Be like, man, I led this dude into this situation to make this happen. Do you feel like any of that was your fault, or you feel like, man?
Is this interviewer on crack, cocaine, methamphetamine? Like, what type of question is that? Like, I mean, surely there could have been a better way to phrase that. Like, you should have just asked him if there are certain steps that you could have taken that you feel like may have helped you prevent that, or if you have any advice for others out there if, they're going through, their bid, and a lot of young cats out there who, they're going to jail and stuff like that. What are some of the lessons that you've learned that you can impart on them? Like, bro, you don't ask him the way he asked. He's asking him like he's just... I see what they're saying in the comments, man. The interviewer is
just really took advantage, and I need to do some harm to this man.
I felt like he took advantage all the way up until I need to do some harm. Because after everything was over with, I just kind of wanted to everything just be over with. And then I was hoping he didn't tell nobody. I was hoping nothing ever came out of it. I just stopped hanging around him, but I don't really know how everybody started finding out, but I think the only other way was he could have said, oh yeah, I fucked him. And it was always, how you say, my story against his story. So because it was my story against his story, the only way everybody felt like it was able to be settled was got to do something to him. So it was either you do something to him or we do something to you. And
after this happened, like, what was going through your mind? Were you hurt? Were you like, did you think like, can you just kind of walk us through like what goes through a man's mind when something like this happens?
Yeah, my asshole was hurt.
Normally people get put in, what's it called?
Bro, you were supposed to be seeking nothing but vengeance, bro. Like, I don't even understand. I mean, I guess some people deal with it in different ways, trauma. Some people may laugh it off, like he's doing, he's saying his, derriere was hurting and stuff like that. So, I mean, I guess maybe that's how he managed to deal with it, because he didn't have that initial anger or one for revenge. He was hoping he wouldn't tell nobody. Like, that should be the last thing on your mind. Like, at that point, what happened to you has already happened. You gotta set an example. It should never have went that far, but if it's happened, it's happened, bro. You gotta, it is what it is.
The infirmary, did you seek to go?
I didn't tell nobody. I really, okay, I know you all have heard plenty of stories about women out here that get raped.
Right.
And how after it happens, even if they know the person, it's somebody that they've known for a long time, they still don't want nobody to know. They still don't want it to, they just want it to be an isolated incident. And that's kind of what I was going to do.
Right.
It happened, it was over with, and I was just like, man, I like I said, I just stopped hanging out with the dude. I stopped going around him, stayed in my unit. I would still come out and watch TV and whatnot, but I would not go nowhere where he was. Well, he would send word through other people that we knew, like from New Orleans, that was in my unit. Hey, at that point it was Lil Red. Hey, tell Lil Red to come on over here and talk to me. And